Welcome back to the W.A.I.T channel's After the Show Thoughts and Recaps, a shorter version where we share what we are thinking. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Since we don't have a minute to spare, let's jump right in.
All right, so let's do our Southern Charm After the Show Afterthoughts. Welcome to the W.A.I.T channel. So, on this episode, as we are on our channel in the middle of a two-parter on Whitney and Shep, let's talk a little bit about those two guys. So we have Whitney, who is in this relationship, if we want to call it. Maybe it's more of a situationship with Naomi. And Naomi is able to see that he is truly a boy's boy and not able to hold Shep accountable for any of his inappropriate behavior related to the way he has behaved with Taylor. So there is our boy Whitney. And we have Shep. So Shep has been called on the carpet by Austen and by Craig. And I guess we see a glimpse of a soul, just a glimpse, but it's still pretty dark because he's going to plan this couples trip. Well, not a couples trip. He and Taylor are going to host their friends on a trip. And this is his way of making amends for his bad boy behavior and letting Taylor know that he is all in. Well, I call BS because his motives are not pure. And if you look at how the trip starts out, here he is sharing that, oh, he wants to do this magnanimous thing by taking Taylor off work. She can quit her job and just travel with me. That's his needy behavior and controlling behavior, feeling as if she can trounce around with me on all my travels, then I won't be tempted to cheat. Well, good try, Shep, but everybody sees through it and sees how controlling it is. I really don't want to skip the moment of Austen and Taylor in the store where Austen basically he's kind of letting her know Shep is Shep. And I loved his little analogy of her saying that he has walls up. And he talks about, no, this is what having a wall up is really like. But what Shep is, he's trying to let her know it's a personality disorder. This is who the guy is. And he's got to really, really be honest with himself to ever really change the person that he is. So, in looking at that, let's go back to the travels. And you can't help but, feel for Taylor and acknowledge that she is young. And we now know, of course, post-taping that the relationship didn't last. But to see the dynamics of it, it's something. And Shep just can't help himself. So here they are on playing tennis, and he's doing everything he can not to belittle and demean her tennis game, which we can say was probably not the best. However, you're there to have fun. It's not, nobody's getting a trophy. Nobody's getting $100,000 check. You're there as friends having fun. There are no pro athletes amongst you. So take it easy. The other thing that I want to point out before I wrap up this after the show afterthought is that Naomi wants to once again have a moment and kind of call out Craig. So Craig chooses, since his partner in crime, Paige, is not there, Craig phones it in by overindulging, and he and Naomi kind of get into a little spat, and Naomi talks about Leva saying him talking terribly about her. And he's right. You know, there are a lot of guys that check the box of my crazy ex-girlfriend. And it could be said the same where, you know, the girls could, nobody's necessarily talking wonderfully 100% about their ex. Would be nice if all could, but that's not the way it plays out. And the fact that Craig has had a little bit too much to drink, you know, doesn't help. And then we have Mr. Whitney, who is showing the guy he is, not really coming to anybody's defense and kind of staying out of it. So in any case, the afterthought on this show is more to come. Thanks, guys. And please make sure you listen to the W.A.I.T channel, What Am I Thinking, each week, and put comments in, subscribe, and just stay with us on this journey. Bye-bye.